Environmental Climate Change News Digest, now on Weather Buff. I am Jack Knack, the weather medic, the doctor of weather, with your Weather Buff Environmental Climate Change News Digest on articles that I have been reading. Links for these articles can be found in the description. Let's talk about solar cells. A perovskite solar cell is a type of solar cell that includes a perovskite structured compound, most commonly a hybrid organic, inorganic lead or tin halide-based material as a light harvesting active layer. Well, in 2009, these solar panels were only 3% efficient. Well, today they're over 25% efficient. Well, now a team from North Carolina State University say they've worked out how to integrate perovskite into silicon solar cells in a way which could improve their efficiency by up to 40%. Researchers at North Carolina State University have not found a way to prevent ions from moving through perovskite materials, but they have found that it is possible to steer these ions into a safe conduit that does not impair the material's structural integrity or performance, which were past impediments to make this technology commercially viable. This opens up the door to a host of new technologies, such as flexible, lightweight solar cells or layered solar cells known as tandems that can be far more efficient than the solar harvesting technology used today in so-called solar farms. Well, let's talk about colors and dyes. Well, do you know today 99% of colors are produced with fossil resources, fossil fuels? France's startup Pili produces sustainable dyes and pigments to reduce the environmental footprint of the color industry. The company uses hybrid processes combining industrial fermentation using microorganisms and bacteria fed with sugar with green chemistry to generate high-performance color ranges. Pili targets the most polluting applications, which are textiles, inks, polymers, paints, and coatings. In the future, your clothes color and printer ink will be all environmentally friendly. A sweeping new study by conservation research group NatureServe finds that 40% of animals and 34% of plants in the United States are at risk of extinction, and 41% of ecosystems are facing collapse. Energy giant British Petroleum has reported record annual profits, the highest in 114 years. The company's profits more than doubled to $27.7 billion in 2022, compared with $12.8 billion the year before, after Russia's invasion of Ukraine caused oil and gas prices to surge. Other energy firms have seen similar rises, with Shell reporting record high earnings of nearly $40 billion last year, its highest profit in 115 years. ExxonMobil posted record earnings of $55.7 billion in 2022. The price of crude oil reached nearly $128 a barrel following the invasion of Ukraine, but has fallen back to about $80. So why are the prices at the pump still high? It seems like they rise quickly, but fall slowly. Goodyear's new prototype tires are made of 90% sustainable materials, including soybean oil and rice byproducts. And these tires may actually drive even better than rubber. Goodyear says its prototype has lower rolling resistance, which improves your car's gas mileage or electric vehicle range and helps your car last longer on a single tank or charge. This is a major change from traditional rubber tires, which can hurt our lungs and oceans as they wear down and shed those tiny particles. Well, in our last video, we talked about the 621-mile journey completed in just under 12 hours by the SunSwift 7, a solar-powered vehicle that draws energy from the solar panels on its roof and hood. Well, a month later, a new Chinese-made car, which can travel 641 miles on a single charge, the longest range of any electric vehicle ever. The vehicle is called the 2023 Zeekr, Zeekr 001. Zeroavia is part of the United Kingdom's government-backed High Flyer 2 project, which aims to develop a 600 kilowatt powertrain to allow zero emissions flight for a 9 to 19-seater aircraft using liquid hydrogen to fuel cells, and is targeting a 300 nautical mile range. Good for many small community airports that would fly passengers to a main hub airport. It's the largest plane to ever take flight with green hydrogen fuel, a clean energy source that could basically wipe out the airline industry's horrible pollution problem. Heat pumps powered by low emission electricity are the central technology in the global transition to secure sustainable heating. The International Energy Agency estimates heat pumps globally have the potential to reduce global carbon dioxide emissions by at least 500 million tons in 2030, equal to the annual carbon dioxide emissions of all cars in Europe today. In a natural gas furnace, the heat must first be produced by burning gas, and then the additional energy must be used to distribute it around your house. With a heat pump, the heat energy itself is taken for free from the air outside. So energy is only needed to transport that heat indoors and then distribute it around your house. As a result, heat pumps are often far less expensive to run than other heating systems, which translate to hundreds of dollars per year in savings for an average household. And these dollar savings are increased when fossil fuel prices rise, as they have in recent months. And in a video shout out to one of my patrons, Roberta Speck, who has a heat pump, Roberta is once again ahead of the curve saving money. Tesla has announced plans with the federal government to increase its electrical vehicle charging network and make chargers available to all types of electric vehicles. The company plans to open more of its chargers up to non-Teslas across the country by upgrading or building at least 3,500 superchargers by 2024. This plan will almost double the current number of supercharger sites and benefit electric vehicle drivers nationwide. The Biden-Harris administration announced this in conjunction with several other projects aimed to make electric vehicle charging more resilient and accessible. Increasing electric vehicle infrastructure is a major goal to reduce the dependence on gas vehicles, increase electric vehicle accessibility, and create green jobs. Read more about their plans in the links provided in the description. Hertz just made a mile-high commitment to electric vehicles. Hertz, America's second biggest rental car service, is going electric. The company recently made a deal to add 175,000 electric vehicles to its fleet, and now it's partnering with major cities to make it as easy as possible to drive an electric car. First up, Denver, Colorado, where Hertz is adding 5,200 new electric vehicles plus countless new charging stations. One of the reasons Hertz is shifting gears is because electric vehicles are 50 to 60% cheaper to maintain than gas-powered cars. That finding could transfer to major savings next time you need to rent a car, especially since charging an electric vehicle is also much cheaper than filling a car with gas. If you want to see more of these posts or would like to say thanks for this one, please consider becoming a supporter. To support the channel, go to patreon.com/WXMedic. This is Jack Knack, the Weather Medic, the Doctor of Weather. Thank you for making Weather Buff a part of your day. Good day, everybody.
Weather Buff.